Right. Hello. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Welcome. Tonight we're going to talk about small details. We talked a little bit about that. If you haven't watched that first part of it on Tuesday, we talked about why getting the little details matter. But one of the things you might know if you're being bullied and you run into this is that it takes a lot of work to document. So you want to be able to get the small details as well as the big details in the most efficient manner possible. So, how do you do that? Well, here's a couple of ideas, and tonight's going to be short and sweet. First off, if I were going back and I was going back to bully culture, one of the things I would do is every place I went, I would make sure that I had a notebook, a little pocket notebook in my pocket with a pencil or a pen, whichever your preference is, just so that you can write it down and get those details when you need it. Also, so you can use old school paper and pen. There is nothing wrong with paper and pencil. And I think that having that with you at all times is really important. If you can keep your phone with you, that is also great. And you can use a note app. Okay, like I have a note app on mine for just reminders of things I don't want to forget. And you can do that same thing when small details or small incidents of bullying are happening. You can watch it happen, right? Or you can experience it, and then you can put it in your note app or on your phone. You can also do a voice memo, right? I was at walking down the hallway, and bully A and bully B came up behind me and made a snide comment. Boom, such and such date, time, what happened, and put it in your note, in your voice memo. So phones are really great. And I know what people are going to say is, well, can I record? And I think that's a more complicated and legal issue. So you have to check about your organizational policy when it comes to recording. You need to check on if it's legal to record, because it's not legal in every state to record somebody without their knowledge. So I recommend that you don't record, frankly, to keep yourself safeguarded and protected. But you can use it, again, like a small notebook, carry that with you. And then you can just easily write small things down and big things, right? Doesn't just necessarily mean that you can't write big things down. Keep it with you when it happens. You just jot a note down. Okay? Use voice memos. Okay? Voice recordings, again, if you can do it without anyone hearing you. Okay? So if you could have a private restroom, or nobody is within your voice, that can hear your voice, then voice record. Okay, just do a quick memo, something you want to remember, so that you can document those incidents later. Okay, you can use a note app on your phone. Okay, and I think on Tuesday we talked about, like, if you're in meetings and somebody is shoulder shrugging and eye rolling and doing all those things, again, make sure you have pen and paper in front of you and you're just tally marking those things down. And then make sure you get all of your documents when you leave, so that you can take it back into your office and say, how many approximately. Always put approximately in front of. If you say, Bob, I rolled approximately 5 times, okay, that gives you a little wiggle room, whether it's not precise, but it's approximate, right? Maybe you missed something, and that's okay. Okay, so again, and just get those details down. The small details are important, because those small sort of details show a continual pattern of abuse, right? And it shows the range of abuse. I think that's important too, is that it's not just Bob is yelling at me in meetings. It shows all of this It shows from minor to major behaviors and everything in between. And when you have the minor ones, you can show the range and the intensity of those behaviors. And I think that helps you portray exactly what's happening to you. Okay. So don't forget those small details. They are really, really important. And again, one of the things I want to just caution you about is don't become obsessed with getting everything down. You're going to do the best you possibly can. You're going to get down as many things, those minor all the way up to the major. You're going to do your best. That's all you can do. Nobody who is being bullied, be very clear about this, can get every detail down, because a lot of what's happening to you is happening behind your back and you don't even know it. Okay? And we'll talk about that later as well. So just do your best when it comes to getting down those details. That's all you can do. And if there's anything I can do, of course, as always, let me know, and I will see you next Tuesday.